Zacian, a once great Pokemon, completely nerfed by its inability to get its attack boost every time it re-enters the field in Scarlet and Violet. And with so many Intimidators, Zacian Crown Form's inability to hold the clear Amulet item means that it has no recourse against complete Intimidate spam and stopping it from being able to maintain that attack boost. But is Zacian's non-crowned form actually better? It's a little slower, it's a little less physically powerful, but it can hold the clear Amulet item, and with support from Pawmot and its ability to bring it back from the dead, can this Zacian, this swordless Zacian, do what old Zacian used to be able to do and no longer can? Let's find out together, shall we? Like, comment, and subscribe, and let's hop into some battles here, shall we? All right, this is interesting. We're going up against a Kyurem-White team. Lots of ice types. Actually, I hit a lot of those things for super effective damage over there. And I'm seeing an Intimidator that will likely need to show up because they assume that I am the Zacian crowned form, but I am not. So Zacian just leads here really, really easily. I think it does so right next to Pawmot too. Obviously, Heatran is a massive bring here. And then probably just Dog Pow. I think that these four kind of run amok against this team. I have a really nice matchup in this game. So let's bring it home. Let's not... I mean, these four Pokemon just picked themselves. If I can keep Zacian in too with that attack boost, then I have a really nice way of hitting the Kyurem super fast, super hard. They might think that they can Icy Wind Zacian. They can't because of the clear Amulet. Kyurem-White has base 95 speed, so I will outspeed that with Pawmot and Chien-Pao and Zacian. That's all good to take note of. It's possible. It's actually quite likely that the Kyurem-White has Earth Power as well, so I got to look out for that with Heatran. But I like I resist Dragon moves. I am immune to Fire moves with Heatran. Like, they need to have her Earth Power, or else I just hardwall them. I just Iron Head you, and I fake out the Lando this turn. We can try and see where the Lando is going to flinch. If it flinches before Zacian, then we have a confirmation that it's Scarfed. If it flinches before Zacian moves. So let's pay attention to that. This might force a Tera on the Ninetales too. If they're not Focus Sash, then they need to Tera here. And if they are Focus Sash, then they're not Light Clay. Lots of information can be gleaned from just paying attention to this turn. We fake out the Lando. The Lando flinches. That is Scarf. We Iron Head. There is no Tera. I'm going to guess Focus Sash. There you go. Now, it is interesting. I don't know what the Landorus is going to do. I just play rough here, and Pawmot is 105 speed. Ninetales is 109 speed, so they will outspeed Pawmot. I guess there could likely be a Fairy move coming in there. Okay. That does change it a bit. If they're max speed, they can drop Pawmot before I'm able to touch them. I'm a little scared about bringing Heatran in because obviously we know that they're Scarf Lando and they could be going for a ground move here. Maybe I do just leave Pawmot in and we're just going to cross our fingers for the little rat. They Stomping Tantrum into my Zacian, and what's so interesting here is that everybody assumes that Zacian is a Steel type. It is not. Everyone assumes Zacian is a steel type, but in its non-crowned form, it is pure fairy. Now, it still did a ton of damage, but, you know, we lived it. All right, let's protect... Ooh, no. Let's protect with Zacian for a turn. Palmot is now slower. Stomping Tantrum is the move they chose. I think Chen Pao comes out here. I can Sucker Punch the Lando, right? And if they drop the Chen Pao here, then I can bring Palmot back out and threaten the Fake Out. I'm not going to lie to you, though. The Aurora Veil really hurt me there. Not being able to deal more damage to Lando on that turn is going to bite me, I think. They attempt the Stomping into the Zacian again. Do we just see a Blizzard? Yep. Chen Pao can take this. All right. Chen Pao actually takes another Blizzard as well. So what I could do here actually is I could play rough the Kyurem, and I think this is the smarter play. I actually just Ice Spinner the Lando. Sucker Punch likely doesn't kill Lando, but we know that Ice Spinner will. The way that this could backfire... No, well, if they Stomping Tantrum the Chen Pao, then they're letting Zacian play rough the Kyurem. They have to Stomping Tantrum into Zacian. That'll drop Zacian, but Chen Pao will get an Ice Spinner into Lando. And at that point, it's just a question of does single target. Ooh, they actually are going to Tera the... Okay, this doesn't change much, I don't think. They just wanted to soup up the Blizzard. So actually, we might lose Chen Pao here, but we'll take the Lando. And that's important, because we know that in the back, we have Palmot to outspeed this Kyurem. We get rid of the only thing on the game that was outspeeding Zacian. And if Palmot can come back out, it was the only thing outspeeding a lot of my Pokemon. And if Palmot can come back out and Revival Blessing something, man, it's a cool team, I'll be honest. But they better hope that they have Earth Power, because if they don't, Heatran might run a bit of a muck. Let's find out what their last Pokemon is. Let's also try and keep a counter on how many turns of... It is the Delibot. Okay. Delibot does outspeed Palmot. So that's a concern. Snow has one more turn left. Aurora Veil also only has one more turn left. I can Fake Out one time here. I think I need to Fake Out the Kyurem. And I think that I Heat Wave once. Yeah, I think I need... Well, I know that it's not Sash on the bundle, though. I don't like it. I don't like it. If Kyurem gets to attack, then it definitely kills Palmot. Icy Wind is just going to lower my speed. Which, yeah, that's a concern, but... Oh, man, we want... Did we crit? We crit... Okay, that was so massive. That was honestly... And we burned the Kyurem. Why not? Dropping the bundle there means that they cannot... they have to... This is so fun. They have to Earth Power Heatran if they have it now. If they just Blizzard or go to kill the Palmot, which they will now outspeed, then I get to Flash Cannon the Kyurem. If they target Heatran with an Earth Power, then I can get a Revival Blessing. Oh my god, what a massive turn that was. I feel bad for my opponent. And we get the Quick Claw activated. That's why we got Quick Claw here. I was running Covert Cloak on Palmot. I was never using it because Palmot is like a very fast fake out user. So oftentimes you can fake out their fake out user before the Covert Cloak really even comes into play. So that was kind of my thought process there. Let's bring Zacian back from the dead, and Ironhead will absolutely do what I need it to. Although, honestly, like, if I had just Quick Claw close combated, that would have done it, too. They missed the Blizzard on Palmot, too. Oh, gosh, it's all falling apart for them. And they're going to die to the burn that I accidentally got as well. Yeah, my opponent... I think my opponent messed up by going for Icy Wind there. I think they needed to get a KO. Like, think about it. If they go for a Hydro Pump and they one-shot my Heatran, if they go for a Blizzard and kill my Palmot on that turn, instead of just Icy Winding, which allows me to make 2 attacks on that turn. Now, granted, if I don't crit kill the Iron Bundle, then they do have an opportunity to go for the Hydro Pump and the Blizzard, and it's easier for them because they just went for the Icy Wind. But... I don't know. I don't know that the Icy Wind was a necessary play there. The bundle was already outspeeding my Palmot, and what they wanted was they wanted their Kyurem to outspeed my Palmot. I don't know that they needed to. All they needed to do was get rid of Palmot with the bundle, which already outsped. So I think my opponent did slip up there, even though I obviously got super lucky with that crit. Good game to my opponent. A Miraidon team. Now, Zacian actually outspeeds Miraidon. And can kill it with one shot of a play rough if it is not Tera'd. Something to definitely keep in mind. The Farigiraf makes me feel like... Actually, this team I've seen running around a lot. Is this... Oh, this is just that team that won... I think this might just be the team that won... what was that? Indianapolis? Which means that its choice specs Miraidon. Good to note. I could just lead with Chen Pao and Zacian. I could bring Gochu in the back. My Palmot to revive whoever dies from that lead. And then I like Rillaboom for my ability to sort of have a secondary way to control. I have Ice Spinner on the Chen Pao, which will also... No, that's Speed Ties. That Speed Ties Miraidon? I think that it does. Yeah, so Chen Pao's base 135. Base Zacian is 138, and Miraidon is also 135. So Zacian does outspeed, even outside of its crown form. I'm not sure that it outspeeds Chen Pao here. Or sorry, Chi-Yu here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play Rough Cold right there, and I'm going to Sacred Sword as well, in case... the play rough does pick up the KO. If they don't Tera here, if they do Tera, I'll pick up the KO by hitting both into the Miraidon. Something is Tera-ing. It is going to be the Miraidon. It's going to be Fairy Tera. So this is not that team. It's very similar to that team because that team had Stogerpon as well. But it's not that team. Interesting. They Dark Pulse Zacian, which I resist. That's confirming a choice Scarf on the Chi-Yu. Oh man, that did so much damage anyway. Oh, dude. Okay, there you go. That's what an attack boost on the Zacian is capable of doing. And we know that the Chi-Yu is now locked into Dark Pulse, which I resist with both of my Pokemon. Something I've noticed a lot about using this team, by the way, on Showdown is that everybody thinks that Zacian is a Steel type. It's not. Base Zacian is just Fairy type. It gains the Steel typing by holding the Intrepid Sword. Or that's the ability. Whatever the item's called. The Rusted Sword. So you're actually just a pure fairy type, which can be very beneficial in certain situations. A lot of people think that fire moves and ground moves will be super effective. They're not. Stoggerpon is now here. I feel as though I might be able to just get a sub up. If they go for another Dark Pulse... Yeah, I'm just going to sub. And I will now Sacred Sword into the... I'll Sacred Sword the Chiyu. They're going to swap out the Chiyu. I'll get a little chip on this Farigiraf. They have the physical defense seed, the electric seed on Farigiraf here, which means they took a lot from that indie team, but they built it in a different way, which is kind of cool. And they just cudgel into Zacian, who takes that through the sub. That's really sick, actually. I can just keep doing this if I so choose. I don't actually think I need to, though. My instinct now is actually to double into... I'm going to Iron Head you and Ice Spinner you, I think. Yep. And if I get Follow Me, then I'll just kill the Ogerpon, right? Some good damage. Obviously, the physical defense seed boost is going to help out a lot here. They're going to cudgel into Chen Pao, who will live it with the Sash, but a Hyper Voice will kill Chen Pao. They just foul play into Chen Pao. Okay. This is all right with me. I'm going to go Palmot here. Because I can Iron Head you again, and I can also Nuzzle into the Ogerpon slot. They're going to Spiky here, but I'll kill the Farigiraf before the Farigiraf is able to deal damage to Palmot. And it's not like I'm Focus Sash on the Palmot. I think I'm actually... Am I Quick Claw on the Palmot? I think I am. So it's not like I'm breaking my own Sash by going for the Nuzzle there. Now, Chiyu will outspeed here in a concerning way. I can protect Zacian for a turn and attempt the Nuzzle into the Chiyu. If I need to on the next turn, I can Tera Fire with Zacian. They're gonna Heat Wave. If Palmot's able to live this, that would be awesome, dude. We do live it. Okay, sick. Oh, but we still get outsped by the... Oh, man. Palmot's not as fast as I thought. Palmot's 105. Yeah, man, and that is a max speed Ogerpon. 110. Yikes. Okay, am I throwing this game? Am I throwing this game? Maybe. Oh, quite possibly. Okay. I have to play rough and fake out into the Chiyu slot. I need to. We know they're locked in. That did a lot of damage. Jeez, the crit on the fake out. Yeah. Play rough misses. Play rough misses. No, no. Oh, dude. I need to Tera Fire to resist the Heat Wave. I need to Wood Hammer. I lose. Ivy Cudgel is super fight against me if I'm Fire type. So I would almost need, like, a follow me to happen here by accident. Hey, Spiky. Okay. Oh, gosh. I'm so bummed out. Let's, shout out to Mindforce. I'm gonna, salty calc this just so I can see what would have happened if I had hit the play rough there. I gotta imagine. Okay. We have a Chi-Yu here that we assume it's max speed, max special attack, timid. We have a Zacian here who is jolly. It is not Zacian crowned, it is regular Zacian. We have 252, but we are at +1 attack. A play rough stab from this Zacian. Hits the Chi-Yu for 143 to 168%. Without even the crit on the fake out, I was dropping that Chi-Yu through the earth. At that point, I die to the Ivy Cudgel, and then it's Rillaboom versus the Ogerpon. And then I think it probably depends on who... Like, if they get spiky shields in the right places, they can chip me down a little bit more than I'd be happy with. But I think that a Wood Hammer and a Grassy Glide at that point wins me the game, because I don't think I die to a single Ivy Cudgel unless they get a crit. Like, there was still a world where my opponent wins if I get that play rough, but I auto-lose because that play rough missed. Such a shame. Because the ability to drop that Miraidon turn 1 was so fantastic. Good game to my opponent. All right. A Miraidon team with potentially Discharge because of that Ting-Lu, right? Although, if they have the Ting-Lu, like, the Miraidon can Discharge next to Ting-Lu, but Ting-Lu is weakening the Miraidon. So there is a little bit of a weird unsynergistic element to their team. They obviously also could totally be Trick Room. Does that mean I bring Farigiraf? I don't think so, because... Well, they have the fake out on the Incen. It could be nice to not have to worry about that. That's true, that's true. Farigiraf can also help with Amoonguss. Alright. Let's lead with Pawmot and Farigiraf. Let's go to Zacian and... Actually, no. We lead with Farigiraf and Zacian. We go with Gochu and Bonky. Oh, no! 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 I think I got it in. Oops. Let's make sure we got our inputs in. If not, how is my team set up? I would still lead with Zacian and Farigiraf, but I would have Pawmot and Heatran in the back. That would not be ideal. Incin and Farigiraf. Zacian and Farigiraf. I think that this is the right order, though. Let's check my Pokemon that I have in the back. Cool. I got the right ones. Let's imprison so they can't Trick Room if that's what they're trying to do. It also probably just imprisons a lot of the stuff that the Farigiraf has. And I'm going to substitute with Zacian because they can't stop me. Hyper Voice will still hit Zacian. And because I'm not a Steel type, I don't resist it. Well, but they won't be able to Hyper Voice because I'm going to imprison. Come on, Zacian. Let's get one really good battle. One more. I need revenge for that Miraidon team that I'm loving this switch. I sub. Who moves next? They Tera Blast. Wow. Okay. That probably breaks my sub. Yeah, that's stab, Tera Blast. Interesting. And I imprison, but I don't think I imprison anything there. All right, my opponent definitely did something interesting there. I'm going to Helping Hand play rough. In case they Tera the Miraidon into, like, electric, then I need the Helping Hand to boost it here. If they don't Tera, then I already went over this in the last match, but if they don't Tera, then play rough just outright kills. If they're Scarf, which is possible, though I can't imagine on a Trick Room team, then they'll just kill me. Okay. That's another Miraidon down. Now, it does not mean that I won the game, because I obviously threw it last game. And they crit on their Tera Blast there. But I have Palmont in the back, and Palmont outspeeds everything here. Yeah, let's just... I'm thinking we Hyper Voice and just protect for a turn. We know that it's Incin, Farigiraf, and Ting-Lu left. I think they have to Tera the Ting-Lu, because I have the potential to have Sacred Sword, although maybe they've seen all 4 of my moves now. I also have Close Combat in the back. If they Tera the Ting-Lu into like a Poison Tera, then that's a little bit of a longer game. Fairy Tera is not going to help them. Iron Head will absolutely do what I need it to do. They are dead set on Tera Blasting my Zacian. Hyper Voice doing very little there. And a Snarl's also going to hurt Farigiraf. Annoyingly, though, I think I need Farigiraf on the field. There's a chance that Ting-Lu is Assault Vest. So I think I might be free to attack it here. If they protect, great play. Alright, that's a good amount of damage. I'm not mad at that. Tera Blast is going to drop Zacian. It's not going to drop Zacian. Wait a minute. Stomping Tantrum will, though. I lived with a Secret Sash there because they're sitting next to their Ting-Lu. The unsynergistic element of this team is coming into play here. I just need to name that. I think I want to drop the Ting-Lu before I Revival Blessing, because otherwise Ting-Lu could just Stomping Tantrum on the turn that I Revival Blessing and just kill my Palmont outright. I don't think they have Protect. Or I think they would have Protected on that turn. They're just going to swap hard into Incin. Totally understand that play. They Psychic into the Rillaboom slot. Yeah, this Farigiraf has none of the same moves that my Farigiraf does. They could have Trick Room. But definitely not as bad as I would have wanted. We just keep Hyper Voicing. Actually, you know what? No, I'm going to Helping Hand the U-turn off of the Farigiraf. Maybe a Wood Hammer too would be nice in this spot. Because does my Palmot just die to Flare Blitz? Ooh, hold on. And we just saw them went for Psychic into the Rillaboom slot. This was a bad play. This was a very bad play. I should have Wood Hammered. I want Rillaboom out here, even though I'm at -1 attack. Palmot is now in danger of just dying here, and then I do not get my Zacian back on the field. Now, a healthy Rillaboom is also capable of doing a lot in this game. They just Tera Blast into that slot. Okay, hopefully Palmot can live whatever this... Yeah, okay, cool. They are going to kill my Farigiraf with that knockoff. Okay. But Rillaboom can come back out, and I can just Wood Hammer into the... I just Tera Fire, and I Wood Hammer into the Farigiraf slot while I Revival Blessing. I could close combat and kill the Ensign too here, but if I'm able to drop the Farigiraf, then they can't Trick Room, and then I will get Zacian back up. I don't want to close combat into the Ensign slot because now that they think they have me caught here, I think it's very likely that they just swap the Ensign out and bring Ting Lu in to take the close combat. It doesn't look like that's actually what they're doing, though. Which is good, because this Fire Tera covers for them just Flare Blitzing straight into Incineroar's face, or Rillaboom's face. We did proc the Quick Claw there. We did not need it. Let's bring Zacian back. Zacian will not receive an attack boost when it comes back onto the field. Adamant Wood Hammer, dropping the Farigiraf. That's fantastic. Honestly, the Farigiraf was more annoying than I thought it was going to be. And they Flare Blitz into the Palmot slot. Interesting there. Okay. We might not even need Zacian, because all I do here is I Wood Hammer into the Ting Lu, and I close combat into the Ensign. Nothing fancy. I won't even need to Grass Glide. We can just do that, and do that. Whew. That's the fun thing about Palmot, too, is like it's such a support mom with Fake Out, Nuzzle, and Revival Blessing, but it does have a crazy tanky, like, chunk. You can chunk Incineroars. Like, some really big threats in the meta right now are weak to fighting moves. So, like, you can drop a Chen Pao, you can drop a Incin. Lots of things, a Dark Urshifu. Lots of things get threatened by that close combat. And Palmot's attack stat is base 115, so a little crazy. Yeah, again, we got the Revival Blessing off, we got the Zacian. We didn't need to bring it out, though. Though I think that even if Palmot had dropped there or something unforeseen would have happened, then Zacian was a really good way, especially once the Farigiraf was gone and Trick Room was off the table. Zacian probably could have just finished out that game alongside Rillaboom. Good game to my opponent. That is going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed seeing Naked Zacian, as I was calling it on Showdown, here today, I hope that you like, comment, and subscribe, and join me for more videos. I have a ton of videos featuring really weird Regulation G strategies, sharing the rental codes. Come by for a Tuesday night stream, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, if you're interested in battling against me or watching me play on the ranked ladder. It's so hot in my apartment right now. Jeez, I'm so sweating during the stream last night. I'm sweating now. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Click on one of the other videos. I would appreciate it. Good job, Zacian.